mean, they are quite tough to handle.
That's how we like it. This go today. We're gonna have a go for some bass. We've got 2 rods. We've got a fairly fresh onshore breeze. We're now getting some shelter by the rock there just to the right, just coming from the southwest. This beach faces due south, so you do get a bit of shelter in the southwesterly, but you still get a benefit of a lovely surf. Perfect for bass. Baits, we've got a ragworm. I have bought a small amount of mackerel just in case I need to turbot about or anything else that might take mackerel. I'm super excited about using this ragworm. I haven't used ragworm for a while. I don't think I've used it in any of my videos, to be fair. But this is a video I've been wanting to do for a while. We've got conditions for it, so fingers crossed we do all right on that. Like I say, conditions look absolutely perfect. So enough natter, but I'm going to put two flapper rigs out with ragworm, maybe a little bit of mackerel, and see how we get on. Small ragworm here. I don't know if you can see them. I've got 1 rod tackled up, which needs baiting up, so let's go for double ragworm. I've got size 10 B940s on. That's the back of the end hook on the flapper rig, but I've also put a small circle behind just to hold the worm on the hooks better, so I can thread them up a bit and nick the circle. And if I do get something that's half decent, you know, bass have a really big gob, but we're also target other small species off this beach with the setup we've got, which is here. That's one of the snoods. So we're just going to thread Mr. Ragworm. I think I caught him with the hook actually, right. Thread him down the hook best we can. They're a little bit tougher than blow lug, aren't they, rag? I haven't used them for years, like I say. The bit's broke off of him, but he'll be alright. You can get wrasse off here as well. I've had wrasse before. What I'll do is, I'll just go like that with a back hook, nick it in through the head, and that'll be one of the baits we're putting out. Do the other one. I don't know if you'll be able to see this. These Kamasan hooks are razor sharp, really good hooks. Probably done a better job with this one because we didn't nick it first before we put it on the hook. So I want that like that, then I'm just going to twist it round twice around the back hook, just nick it in through the head like that. That's a lovely bait for fishing off the beach. So we'll get cast in. I'm just going to rinse my hands actually. As you can see, we've got a lovely surf on. So we've got some features to fish against as well. So I'm quite happy, really happy to be honest. Classy as hell really. But I think we'll just put one rod out for now and see what the situation's like. It could be an epic failure if there's a lot of weed or snags or whatever. We'll see. Right, just cast behind them rollers that are coming in close. And the other rod we're going to put super close in with a bit of mackerel on, I think, and rag. Keep the rod quite high up for now. Got a new Shakespeare Salt tripod. So the rod we've got here on here is just a Pen Tidal with a Yuki Star surf reel, £25 £70 lead because we're using 7-ounce lead so we don't get moved about too much. And the other one's just a cheap beach caster. We use 7-ounce lead on it. It's rated to 6, but we're not going to be power casting. I'm just going to have a Shakespeare surf reel on. See how we get on. We're just going to give it 5 minutes first just to see how this fish is. There's a bit of weed on the beach, as you can see behind me. I think he might have beached it all as the tides ebbed out. We're an hour before low tide. Fish put flowers up. Let's see what happens. You will get a few false indications on your rod tip when it's like this. Invariably, if you catch small fish when it's like this, well, I've actually getting weed on my line already. But what might happen is, we might just need this to ebb out a little bit more, and then it'll beach some more of the weed. And over low tide, it'll probably be super fishable. It's not bad, there's a few small strands, but we have got some weed in the water, which isn't a good start, to be honest with you, after all the hype. I don't know if you can see, it's just like a washing line. Well, there isn't a lot on it, but it's still fishable, looking at it at the moment. We'll just see how it goes. Like I say, I'm on second bait up on that first rod, the second bait up. I've got the other rod out. I've been fishing about 45 minutes. Got a big problem with weed, but what I found is if you don't cast so far, you don't seem to be picking as much up. There's loads out there in the breakers though, so it's going to be a problem. I'm probably up against it as far as bass goes already, but we'll have a go. Not in a rush to go anywhere, so. When I've reeled in, it's bad, but I've had it a lot worse and still caught fish, if you know what I mean, so I'm not too worried. We'll just see how we get on. But you can see on that line there. You can see right on the left. It's like a washing line. But all we'll do is, when we're not with rod, is just leave a bit of run on, just in case something does pick it up, or we do get more weed on. It pulls tripod over. It pulled the tripod over a minute ago. So let's forget about it for now. I'm going to have something to eat. I'm going to light a beach fire and see how it goes. Yeah, it's not been a very good start as far as the weed situation goes. I don't know if that's a bite. It can't possibly be a bite. That it's got a bit of weed. Yeah, you're best off just forgetting about your rods for a bit really when it's like this, and just reeling and hope you get a surprise fish or two. I mean, that did do something strange there. My line's actually pulled across in front of me. I don't know if that's... We'll have a look at this one. My line was over here and it's now come over here and it didn't get a bite. Something might have picked that up, you know. We'll have a look. Yeah, the note on that, it was just weed. So I've just dropped it in even closer. It seems to be if you're close in, you don't seem to be picking as much weed in. But so at least we could target some flatfish maybe. I think it's screwed as far as bass fishing goes. I wonder if you fished it, you know, once the tides have peaked to the max, and fished it when they were back down on the lower scale again, if it had washed all this weed off the beach, it might have done. I'll not be here by then. It's in about 2 weeks time, a week's time or whatever, 10 days. Anyway, we're going to keep at it, right? Just see what happens, but it's going to be tough. Might have to go down to one rod. Really disappointed. I've got quality bait and then this is happening. What a bummer. Quality bait, we've got the conditions, and then the weeds just screwed us. Moving. Sure. I think we're moving. We're just going to back down. Just going to back down, and then we're going to move. Scrap Trevor off. Ended up at Porth Coleman. She was good for wrasse on here, another small species, so we're hoping just going to fish one rod but with big baits, ragwood. I'm hoping that we'll get some bites at least and some fish. It's been a tough day, tough frustrating day so far. Let's see what happens anyway, fingers crossed. A small ball and wrasse I think, and ragwood. I'm getting them up, getting put back. Right, yeah, ball and wrasse has dropped him in this rock pool. Oh, sorting my camera out so I'm looking. It's only a baby. Not a big deal, but it's a fish for the video. Oh, you can see him very well. I'll get him put back down. Just a little bit stunned to start with. But he'll find his way. There he goes.
I'm sure there's a shrimp there actually. There's loads of life down here. There's a really big shrimp. I think they're running hard in these shrimps whether he's going to swim off or not. There's a crab come out. What's the crab doing? It's attacking Ras. You see that? Ras has now found his legs, if you like.
Yeah.
But that crab went for him. I don't know if I got it on video. Come on, son. Slowly but surely he'll find his way. He's working his way out now.
What crab?
That little green shore crab there. Let's just give him a bit of head start. It's something a bit deeper. That's it.
I'll watch him.
Yeah, watch he goes back alright. He's sat on bottom now, I don't know why. You see him?
Yeah.
Yeah? Just keep an eye on him. I think he's totally fine. He'll swim off in a minute, I'm sure. Just keep an eye on him and we'll chuck him out deeper if need be. Yeah, I had a couple more bites. I missed one. I had a problem with my reel. I had to swap it over. The main line keeps wrapping around the spool for some reason on that Yuki surf. I don't know why. It's caused me to crack off. Which ain't good. So I put the Shakespeare surf on. Shakespeare agility surf, shall I say. It was quite interesting that with that ballon rest in that rock pool. There were shrimps queuing up and it swam off by the way. There were shrimps queuing up and crabs not around here too long. If you feel a bit drowsy, we'll have you. Shows you, doesn't it? The ballon rafts getting put back. Right guys, not exactly the most successful day that. It is what it is. Lesson number one probably from that would be good check your mark out before you fish if you're fishing off a beach. But there's always a backup mark. Obviously we're doing a species hunt. I'm trying to catch something for a species hunt and I edge my bets sometimes. It don't always come off. I think that can happen, can't it, with fishing and stuff. It is what it is, unfortunately. Not the best of days, but at least we didn't blank all in. I'm convinced if we'd had no weed on Port Fisco we'd have caught something. I hope you've enjoyed the video, like the scenery of the video, you know, at the start as well. If we didn't catch anything, it's a lovely place down there and it screams fish all the way around it as well. And it is somewhere that probably do need to do a bit of investigating, but I'm really busy on another section that I've fished for all my life and I've still not completed it yet. I might complete it this year with my personal goals for the area, for that section if you like, and yeah, we'll see how we get on. So I've just gone for a walk to top my phone because I couldn't get a signal. Yeah, other than that, we're now going to be getting stuck in some taupe fishing for the next couple of days with a few bits of species hunting around it. So yeah, stay tuned for the rest of the videos. See you later.